Sports Network on 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you here to the pregame interview on 91.7 WEEM. I am Zion Palmieri, and along with me is Coach Rogers, the coach of the Lady Arabian basketball team. How's your day going so far?
Going good. Thanks for having me.
All right, so in about less than an hour, I think, you will take on Anderson, the Lady Indians. So last year, when you were the coach, it was your first year here, and you played them. You know, they won by about 20-ish points, I think.
Yep.
Both teams have changed very differently since then. And what way has your team changed?
You know, I think we're a much more athletic team this year. I think we defend a lot better. So that's probably the biggest thing with us. Anderson went through a coaching change. So they have kind of a new staff, new turnover. Coach Boyd for Anderson's kind of in that first stage of kind of setting his culture and doing what he needs to. We're kind of in year two, so we're excited to get out there and get after it and kind of, start the path to righting some wrongs, from last year coming up short in that county championship.
So you mentioned a coaching change. How is that something you can just jump on since it's the first year, or how do you look at that?
Yeah, when you have a coaching change, you're going to have new personnel and new things that coaches are trying to do. We've seen them on film. We got out and seen them live on the 29th. We feel like we're familiar with what they're going to do, but we just got to get back to playing our brand of Lady Arabian basketball. And that's, tough-nosed, getting up into people on the defensive end and just getting after people. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to do. And, hoping that, like I said, we can move forward to that second round.
So you mentioned moving forward like that. How do you – so I believe your last game was a loss. Yep. How do you just kind of come back from that really?
Yeah, you just stay focused. We had probably the worst shooting quarter that we've had all season in that first quarter against Jay County. Don't think that we had a field goal that went down in that first quarter. So we just got to, shake that off. We battled back, took the lead late in the fourth quarter against that Jay County team. That just used up so much energy trying to get back to that point. So we just got to do our job. And, just execute. We know what kind of shots we're looking for. We know what we're trying to do. When those opportunities arise, we just got to execute and do our part.
So, I'm a student here at Pendleton Heights, and a lot of the girls on the team are. Well, they all are. We're on Christmas break right now. For you, I know you've played since the break has started. For you as a coach, does that change a lot of things for you? Any things at all?
A little bit, It's definitely I feel like the girls are going to have a lot more rest than they did last year because last year, when we were in the county, we were back in school and whatnot. So it's a little bit more lax. And it also gives us a little bit more time to prepare and do some things and things like that. So, we just got to make sure that we come out to a good start and, stay prepared. I think the girls are ready. They've been waiting for this moment. They've had it circled on the calendar for about 365 days. So I know there's excitement in that locker room. They're just ready to get going.
So you mentioned they're excited. Are you excited as a coach for this game specifically?
100%. This is one of our goals that we want to check off. We got back to this point of getting here, and now we just have to do our part, focus on one game at a time, and play our brand of basketball, and just look forward to getting to the next step each time.
How important of that is to get on place, play your basketball, especially as we go into the later part of the season here?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We've, everybody wants to be hitting their stride as you get to January and the 1st of February. So we just got to continue to get a little bit better each game and, see if we can peak at the right time. You don't want to peak too early because there's nothing left in the tank. And I think by no means we've peaked. And I think we're just going to continue to keep getting better. And that's what we look forward to. And, we look forward to seeing that tonight against Anderson.
Well, that will be it for this interview. Thank you for joining me, Coach Rogers, and good luck tonight.
Thanks for having me.
This is 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Especially with them two, starting back there. And then Bree Perry and Olivia Jones. Bree Perry, she isn't much of a shooter as Olivia Jones is. As we know, Olivia Jones can, really knock down the three. But Bree Perry, she also has that heart and the effort that, we see from the rest of the Lady Arabian players. And Ada Hupford being 6'3", she's going to be the one down in the middle getting our rebounds and getting our blocks. And she also, does some hustle plays here and there. But for Ada Hupford, she mostly works inside for our scoring. And Casey Warfel, she really facilitates this offense. So I think that's how we mesh together pretty well.
Yeah, for this starting five for the Lady Tribe, as what they call themselves, what do you see from them as a mesh?
Having two scorers, as I said earlier, with double-digit points, I think that's going to help them out a lot. But our defense is really solid. We average a lot of steals per game. And as I said before, Ada Hupford down below. There's not much of a, height comparison there with the two in the middle. But obviously, Ada being a freshman playing on varsity, maybe that'll have, some of an effect to her. But I guess we'll see further down as we get further into the game. But for the Lady Tribe, like you said, I guess we'll see how they pan out. We haven't seen them, at all in the regular season, so we don't have really many expectations here.
And the Lady Arabians will get the ball off the tip from the 6'3" Hupfer. Skylar Baldwin with it with some new, some arm wear with an elbow pad tonight. Here's Olivia Jones on the wing, quickly into the post for Hupfer as she starts off the night 1 for 1 for a layup.
Yeah, and there we go. Just like I said, the height advantage that Ada Hupfer does possess down below. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of it tonight.
Brown into the corner. And Scott now up to the wing. That's Douglas. Gabby Douglas working on Baldwin. Now back to Brown on the wing, defended by Casey Warfel. Gets it to Starks. She'll be working on Olivia Jones on the wing, trying to create some separation. She'll drive, dumps it off to Simmons, but stolen by Bree Perry. Ball tips off of Bree Perry, goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Lady Indians. 2-0 the score, 7:17 left here in the first.
Yeah, the pass inside there was just bobbled by all the players in the affected area. Out of bounds by Bree Perry. Anderson ball yet again.
Simmons gets the inbound, top of the key, defended by Hupfer. Spin move, jumper, it's good. Simmons, that was Scott. She answers very quickly for two. Baldwin gives the ball to Warfel on the wing. Working inside, layup, it's good for Casey Warfel. She now has two.
Yeah, both teams as we're coming into this game, only within a couple minutes or so, we're definitely starting off fast.
Baldwin defending Simmons. She's up by the circle, the center circle. Anderson trying to set up some offense. Gets it to Brown on the wing. Stolen by Casey Warfel. Trying to get the ball. No look behind the back pass is stolen. Timeout called by Coach Adams of Anderson. 30-second timeout. We're going to take the timeout with them. Your score right now, 4-2. Pendleton Heights leads with 6:31 left here in the first. Here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN, on air, online, and on demand.
Play every day. Let's champion what we believe in, like learning, like character, like integrity. If you support the mission of high school sports and the life lessons they teach, then buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events. Join us in being a champion of high school sports.
This is what we do. This is what we believe. This is your IHSAA.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court. While we were in the break, some action got started up. Casey Warfel got a steal on the other end as Anderson had the ball out of the break. Ada Hupfer missed a couple of shots on the other end. She gets the inbound from Olivia Jones right now. Fourth attempt for her goes in. She now has 4, 2 for 4 shooting on the evening for her.
Yeah, there we go again. Just using her height to get lower in the paint for the easy two there. Baby hook.
Simmons working against Baldwin, drove inside but had to get back out as Baldwin playing some tough defense. As now Scott with it, spin move and travel violation on Scott. It'll be a turnover and Lady Ravens basketball. Kind of a full court press shown here from Coach Adams. Baldwin crosses the timeline, defended by Simmons. She drives in. The layup won't fall. Nearly gets her own rebound, but Starks comes down with it for Anderson. Slowing the tempo down, defended by Jones on the wing. Gives it to Simmons.
Yeah, Michael, I kind of think that's what Anderson's trying to do with that full court press there on defense, just slow the tempo down.
Shot by Simmons. No good. Rebound, Casey Warfel. And Casey Warfel using her speed quickly up the court. And a charge foul on Casey Warfel. That'll be her team's first quarter.
Yeah, just coming a little bit too fast down the lane. Defense got their feet set. Fell backwards for that charge, but Casey Warfel showing aggressiveness here early.
Yeah, just some great awareness there from Starks to get her feet set in time. The one thing with high school is there's no restricted area, so you can be under the basket and take a charge. Baldwin kind of in a solo full court press on the wing. Simmons defended by Baldwin closely. Gets a double screen. Drives, mid-range jumper. Airballed. Rebound by Olivia Jones. Gets it to Baldwin. Kind of slowing things down now.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to just set their offense up.
6-2 the score, 4:20 left here in the first. Pendleton Heights leads. Hupfer with it on the wing. Gets it to Perry. Now to Jones on the opposite wing. Into the post for Hupfer. Ada Hupfer rolls out. Tries to get her own rebound, but tipped out by an Indian. They will say Lady Ravens basketball.
That was a good catch there by Ada Hupfer, really using her height. Just jump up and catch that ball.
We've seen that a lot. Them kind of lobbing it into the post for Ada. Casey Warfel makes her way all the way around the arc for a wide open three-pointer. She now has 5. 2 for 2 so far on the evening for shooting. And has 5. Scott on the opposite end. Mid-range jumper over the 6'3 Hupfer. Too strong. They say the rebound goes off of Perry and will be Lady Indians basketball with 3:50 left. Trailing by 7 is Anderson, 9-2.
Yeah, that ball kind of just arced over the net. Hit Bree Perry right on her hand, causing it to go out of bounds. But it's all right. Another defensive try here for the Lady Arabians.
Scott gets the inbound. Gives it to Simmons, working on Baldwin. Skylar Baldwin playing some very hard-nosed defense. That's what one of her traits is, some tough defense, especially from the one position. Anderson trying to get some offense. Scott driving on Hupfer, loses her dribble, they say off of her knee, and will be Pendleton Heights basketball. Perry and Baldwin will come out, and Emma Roberts and Michaela Morrison will check into the game for Pendleton Heights.
Yeah, we see Michaela Morrison wearing that knee brace. We know at least a couple games ago she did have some trouble with that knee, so we'll see how that pans out here, but I have no doubt that Michaela Morrison can get it going.
Roberts crosses the timeline. Looking where to go with it, trying to set up some offense. Finds Morrison, defended by Starks. Handoff to Olivia Jones. She's on the wing. Drives past Starks. She'll be fouled by Starks. They say a tripping foul. That'll be Starks' first. Team's first. Both teams have one foul here with 3:09 left in the first. So not a lot of fouling for both teams.
Yeah. Definitely even pace game so far.
9-2 still the score. Huffer gets the inbound from Casey Warfel. Huffer hands it right back to her. Morrison with it. Now to Roberts. Resetting. Trying to get some offense. Lobs it in to the 6'3 Huffer. Nearly loses it, but recovers it. Working her way in. The floater won't fall. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up and won't fall. She's so far 2 for 6 on the evening. Now Starks with it on the other end. Defended by Jones. Up by the half-court line. Loses the ball.
Yeah.
Morrison recovers the ball for Pendleton. Now Roberts with it. To Hupfer. Now to Jones on the wing from Hupfer. Gives it to Roberts on the wing. Sets up for a three. Pops it. Won't fall. So the rebound's tipped by an Indian. Will stay with Pendleton Heights. I believe that's Burnley.
Yeah, and one thing about Emma Roberts, she does lead the team in three-point percentage, so that one miss for her doesn't really mean much, as I'm sure she's going to get many more up, in the game to continue.
Hupfer gets the inbound. Spin move, and the layup is good for Ada. She's the leading scorer here with 6 points. Her and Casey kind of doing everything right now for these 11 points that Pendleton Heights has.
Yeah, Ada Huffer, when she gets down below, she's really just using her height and her size. Kind of just move around these Indian defenders for the easy close shots there.
Starks on the wing, defended by Jones very closely. Trying to set up some offense. She'll drive. Coach Adams calls another timeout here in the first. Minute 53 left. 11-2 is the score. Pendleton Heights leads. Full timeout. We're going to take it with them on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court, as we are still in the timeout, just kind of getting out of it because it was a full timeout by the Lady Indians. They trail 11-2 to Pendleton Heights here in the first quarter with just a minute 53 left. Pendleton Heights has so far kind of dominated this quarter with Casey Warfel and Ada Huffer leading the way. Ada with 6, Casey with 5. And defensively, they've allowed one really good shot that went in. That was from Scott. Starts the inbound. Goes to Simmons. Trying to set up some offense, defended by Roberts. Goes to Starks on the wing. Gets a screen from Scott. Goes around it, drives. Her layup won't fall. They say foul on the shot. She will go to line for 2.
Yeah, I think if the Lady Indians want to get some points on the board, obviously they have their offensive game plan. They can run their set offense, but I think, more effectively, if they just drive into the paint, pump fake a little bit, try to get those foul calls, they can get some easy points at the free throw line, which they did right there.
Starks the first one will fall for her, so she now has 1 point. Foul went on Michaela Morrison of Pendleton Heights. That'll be her first, team second of the quarter. There's a minute 42 here now. We're seeing some scoring for Anderson as the second one will fall. Starks goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Kind of a full court press now shown from Coach Adams as Indians. Casey Warfel stops, pops, mid-range jumper won't fall. Rebounds Scott at Anderson. She's running the court very fast. Good dribble move. Stolen by Olivia Jones and then stolen right back. And over and back violation. So it'll be another turnover for Anderson. It will be Pendleton Heights basketball. They will get it up in the front court instead of the back court.
Yeah. The turnover happened in the back court, so that's where the ball will get inbounded. We see some really tight press there on Emma Roberts off the inbound.
Motion gets it to Roberts. You got the inbound from Jones. Roberts gets it to Hupfer. Finds a cutting Casey Warfel. The layup. Beautiful pass, but Casey Warfel can't finish. Foul is called on Warfel, trying to steal the ball away.
Ball goes to Ray Trial.
That'll be Casey Warfel's second, team's third.
On second look, we found a foul on Casey Warfel. This will be her second.
Trout checks in for Warfel. Casey Warfel with a couple fouls here in the first quarter. Not something you want to see out of one of your leading scorers on the team.
Your leading scorer at that, especially. It's all right, though. Only the first quarter. It doesn't seem like she can really find her shot, but I'm sure Coach Rogers will, figure that out, try to give her some help there.
11-4 is the score. Another turnover there for Anderson. 1:05 left here in the first. Pendleton Heights still leads Anderson. Roberts gets the inbounds from Jones. Rogers calling out for a play. Jones gets the ball off of a screen from Hupfer. Hands it off to Trout. Trout finds Roberts. Trying to cross the court to Jones, but stolen by Scott. The layup on the other end, no good. They fouled on her way up by Emma Roberts. That'll be Roberts' first. Fourth team foul of the quarter. So Scott will go to the line for two.
Yeah, that was a good drive there by Scott. She drove in, did the jump stop, put herself right back up in the air for the layup, and she got, some extra contact there as the shot went up now at the free throw line.
This is her first one. 43.4 seconds left here in the first. 11-4 still the score. Scott at the line for one more. Second one is up. Won't fall, so she goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Hupfer came down with the rebound, though. Roberts kind of slowing down the tempo. Needs to cross the half-court line. Now does. Gets it to Trout. Back to Roberts. Setting up some offense. Now engaged by Simmons. Trying to work around Simmons. Gets it to Jones. A miscommunication there. And a turnover for Pendleton Heights will be Anderson ball.
Yeah, it looks like Olivia Jones was just trying to cut further toward the ball, but Emma Roberts passed it to her position of where she was. Michael, as you said, miscommunication there led to a turnover for the Arabians.
Now just 10 seconds left here in the first. Anderson with the ball. Scott now takes a mid-range jumper. Too strong, won't fall. Now 30 seconds. Got to get a shot up. Olivia Jones for the buzzer beater. Nearly hits it, but it won't fall. Your score after one, Pendleton Heights 11, Anderson Lady Indians 4. Me and Nate are going to take a quick break, but when we return, second quarter action here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the Arabian.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Athletes need to navigate the game. These are the skills they need to navigate life, to be successful people, to be good humans.
You can ensure these life lessons are taught for generations to come. Be a champion of high school sports and buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events.
This is preparing for the game. This is preparing for life. This is your IHSAA.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as we are just in the action. And another turnover by the Anderson Lady Indians, a traveling violation as they started with the ball coming out of the break. Your 5 on the floor. It's Baldwin, Trout, Warfel, Hupfer, and Perry. Those three, Perry, Warfel, and Baldwin making a return. Baldwin out, crosses the half-court line, trying to work through some offense. Coach Adams switching to like a diamond-in-one type defense now. Casey Warfel dumps it off to Perry last second on the drive, and Bree Perry now has 2, and it's 1 for 1 on the evening.
Yeah, that was just an easy shot, really close. Not really any contest, on that shot either.
Coach Rogers switching to a 3-2 zone as shot on the other end by Foster won't fall. Rebound stolen by an Indian. Starks the 3, won't fall. Rebound Skylar Baldwin of Pendleton Heights. Baldwin now crosses the timeline quick. Floats it into Perry, just a little too high for Bree Perry's reach. Will be a turnover and a Lady Indians basketball. Starks to pass it in, gets it to Simmons. Rogers showing a full court press. Up ahead to Stark on the wing, takes a 3 over Hupper. Can't fall. Rebounded by an Indian. Kennedy Brown, the 3-pointer, that's good for her. Coach Rogers calling a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. 6:31 left here in the second. 13-7 the score. Pendleton Heights leads on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as we're still in the timeout here. And now kind of a closer score here, 13-7. Pendleton Heights still leading by 6. What have you really seen so far from both teams?
Not too much, honestly. I think, we see the offensive points that both teams want to have. We also see the defensive points as we've seen multiple adjustments there by Anderson. But I think offensively, the tempo is kind of slow for both teams. But I think with that timeout that Coach Rogers just made, as we have Mamie Trout in and Bree Perry, it definitely provides 3-point help. So I think from further on now, I think we'll see some more developed plays, some faster plays as well.
And Trout, you mentioned there, quickly gets a 3 up, gets her own rebound though, misses a layup, gets another rebound and puts it up and in for 2. 1 for 3 on the night, but I guess you could say persistence pays off there. Skylar Baldwin playing tight defense. Simmons, the shot is up. No good. Fight for the rebound, jump ball. They say will be Pendleton Heights basketball. Just good job by Baldwin there as Hupfer and Trout will take a seat and Morrison and Jones will come in, making their return.
Yeah, looks like, honestly, what I would think, you had Mamie Trout in for just a little bit, so I think maybe a play was developed there during that substitution, but I guess we'll see here. Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Baldwin goes to Warfel on the wing. Some tight defense on her, a steal by Starks. The layup on the other end, no good. Rebounded by Simmons. Goes back up with it and fouled by Skylar Baldwin. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter.
Skylar Baldwin, her first. On line shooting 2, Gabby Douglas.
The first one, no good.
Yeah, and for Anderson's offense, Michael, as you asked me before, overall, I think they're just kind of moving pretty slow. It doesn't seem like they have really a go-to score or even a go-to place to, find their shot in. So I think as the game develops more, maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. But I think for Anderson, if they want to, potentially gain the lead or even just fight back a little bit harder, I think they need to find, like I said, that plan to score.
And Casey Warfel there on the other end, missing a shot. Gets an over-the-back foul. And Brown taking a seat there. Trout coming back in. She comes in for Casey Warfel. He's now on the other end. Davis with it, defended by Perry. Gets it to Foster. As her shot goes out of bounds. So it'll be last touch by her and will be Pendleton Heights basketball. 5:11 left. 15-8 is the score. Pendleton Heights leads.
Here we see Anderson again with the full court press, or full court trap, excuse me.
Perry, a wide open three from the corner. Doesn't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound though. Foul goes on Anderson.
Yeah, it looks like the hustle for the ball just got him tied up a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much contact there, but yeah, the foul was committed on Michaela Morrison now. The Lady Arabians will inbound from behind the basket after this substitution.
Scott comes in, and Simmons will take a break. That foul was on Douglas. Jones passes it into Perry. Perry gives it to Morrison. Defended by Starks very closely. Gets it to Jones. Olivia Jones drives. Shot over Scott. It's good for Olivia Jones. She now has 2. That'll be her first basket of the game.
Yeah, that was a good way of avoiding contact there, too. Sure, you want to draw contact sometimes, maybe get that foul. But she just went underneath both of her defenders that were in her way for the layup.
Douglas loses her dribble and stolen by Skylar Baldwin. Now Michaela Morrison with it. Finds Baldwin. Steps up, takes a 3. Skylar Baldwin, no good. Rebound by Olivia Jones. Goes up for a shot. Fouled on the way up. So she will go to the line for 2 after missing that one. Olivia Jones at the line for 2. Olivia Jones, a very sound free throw shooter for Pendleton Heights. As she does get that one to fall, she now has 3. Hupfer and Roberts coming in for Perry and Trout. Coach Rogers trying to make some quick subs here. Keep people fresh, especially for that later stage of the game when it can get very close. So Hampton checks in for Scott. Olivia Jones waiting for the second one. That one's up and in. She now has 4, is the 3rd leading scorer here for Pendleton Heights. Douglas gets the inbound. Working very quickly. Defended by Baldwin. As her pass to Starks nearly stolen by Roberts. Starks managed to recover it. Some good defense here from Emma Roberts. Gets a screen from Douglas. And a foul goes on Emma Roberts.
Yeah, just a little bit too much contact there. Looks like she just had her hands on her hips. She was trying to slide into the lane, but either way, it's aggressive defense by Emma Roberts. I'm sure Coach Rogers likes to see it.
As another Warfel checking in here. This one, Aubrey Warfel, the freshman sister to Casey Warfel. She'll come in for Skylar Baldwin. 3:46 left here in the first. 19-8. Pendleton Heights leads by 11. As the referee just adjusted the time here on the clock. Now 3:54. Brown checked back in. Douglas gets the inbound, defended by the young Aubrey Warfel, as Douglas gets her first points of the game.
Yeah, Michael, she also does average 12 points per game tonight, only in the second quarter, but she's only up to 2 so far, so that definitely says something about the Lady Arabian defense.
Young Warfel's sister finds her freshman teammate, Ada Huffer. Shot's good, but they say a travel violation.
Yeah, it kind of looks like she took the step there before she put her dribble down, but either way, it was a good move by Ada Hupford. Unfortunately for her, the call just didn't go her way.
Brown with it on the wing, defended by Roberts. Now to Starks. Jones up on her. Gets a screen from Hampton. Goes the opposite way. Pass is stolen by Morrison. As Emma Roberts going up the court kind of at a jogging pace now. Defended by Brown closely, and a double dribble is called. It'll be another turnover from Pendleton Heights, and kind of some sloppy play now here for Pendleton Heights, trying to rush things, having a few turnovers. 19-10 the score, 3:03 left here in the second. And a big crowd here for both sides. This is a crosstown rivalry in any sports. Simmons comes in for Hampton now. Anderson obviously just like 10-15 minutes from Pendleton Heights. Douglas gets the inbound from Stark, drives in, her shot, it's good. Douglas now has 2 baskets in a row. She's about 2 for 5 or 6 on the evening.
Looks like she's finding her spot down below, though. She's driving into the lane. Looks like right about near that free throw line. She's throwing that floater up, and fortunately for her, those shots are going down. As she gets a steal here, and now to the other end for the layup off the backboard. Down there's another 2 for her. She is up to 6 tonight.
And she's working very well, and Coach Rogers seeming like he wants to get Baldwin back in, as the freshman Aubrey Warfel now getting involved in the scoring with 2 on that layup. Both teams really trying to close out this first half with some great scoring. 21-14 now the score. And just like that, it's the county tournament. Scoring can change in a snap of your fingers. Douglas gets a screen.
Good pass inside.
It's a great pass. Shot's no good. Rebound by Morrison. Roberts really trying to slow things down. Coach Rogers really emphatic for that timeout. Calls a full timeout with 1:54 left here in the second. We're going to take the break with them. 21-14 your score. Pendleton Heights leads by 7 over the Anderson Lady Indians on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Glitter, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. More information is available at twistersodabar.com. Twisters Soda Bar.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as Coach Rogers making some changes there in the timeout. Baldwin made her return for Roberts. Aubrey Warfel to inbound. Goes to Baldwin. Skylar Baldwin fakes the drive, kicks it back out. Aubrey Warfel wide open 3 from the top of the key. No good. Rebound Olivia Jones. The putback by Jones is good. She now has 6. Ties Hupford for the leading scorer.
Yeah, that was a good hustle there by Olivia Jones, just swimming under her defender in the paint to get in better position for that rebound, which she did.
Kennedy Brown quickly responds with a 3. She's now up to 6. Cuts the lead to 6. Baldwin feeds it into Jones. Comes back out. Responds with a 3. She now has 9. 26-17 now the score. 1:10 left here in the second. And a steal by Jones on the other end. Olivia Jones loses her dribble, finds Baldwin. She's now defended by Douglas. Baldwin stops, kicks it out to Morrison on the wing. Jones with it, mid-range jumper. Almost goes in, nearly had a chance to make a 3-point play there. Fouled by Douglas. That'll be her second, team's third of the quarter.
got a quick 5-second break here. Looks like Olivia Jones' shoes untied before her free throw, but it's all right. She steps back up to the line now.
I mean, she's been all over the floor here. I mean, she's really stepped up in a big way, leading the team in scoring with 9 right now. She had a trip to the line earlier, had 2 points, and went 2 for 2 on that trip. Now goes and makes that one. She's now 3 for 3 here on the evening with 10 points. First player in double digits here for both squads. Second one is up and in. She's now up to 11. And we've seen what unleashing her in the scoring can do early in the year against Delta. I believe she had 24 and that was her highest scoring performance of the game, of the season. Douglas with it now, defended by Baldwin. Gets a screen from Scott that calls it off. Wanting this last shot here with 40 seconds now here in the second. Brown, another three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Scott. Misses that layup, rebounded by Jones. 27 and counting left here in this second. 28-17 is the score. Pendleton Heights leads by 11. Jones drives, layup. It's good for Olivia Jones, now up to 13. She just has the hot hand right now.
Yeah, drove in through contact. 2 defenders there, both of their hands up, and Olivia Jones just powers through, kind of making it look easy down below so far.
5 seconds left here. Baldwin gives it to Warfel. Aubrey Warfel, the three, almost at the buzzer. Nearly goes in, but that will do it here for the first half. Pendleton Heights 30, Anderson Lady Indians 17. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, Braden Folk got to sit down with one of the Pendleton Heights swimmers, Evan McKinney, here for our halftime interview on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome to the halftime interview. I'm lucky to be sat down with such an excellent swimmer, Evan McKinney. I'm Braden Falk, and the halftime interview, as I just said. But, Evan, for people who don't know, what events do you do?
Well, I'm in 2 relays, and then individually I swim the 200 and the 500 freestyle.
All right. And, Evan, what are your season goals for this season?
I'd really just like to make it far into sectionals, probably place in the top 4, 5-ish. Ultimately, I want to make it to state, but I'm not sure how realistic that is this year.
What you came to like the last couple of years? What did you place in sectionals and stuff?
Last year I placed 6th in my 200 and 9th in my 500, but I've improved a lot in many ways, form, strength, everything. So I'm feeling pretty confident this year.
All right. And what are your expectations for the team this year?
I would just really like to see us perform well and really just have fun. That's the main goal there. A lot of the guys don't really, they just kind of came on last minute. And so I'm excited to see more people coming out and trying out a new sport and having fun. So that's all I really care about.
Awesome. Evan, what are some accomplishments you've had during your high school swimming career?
I really just, I win a lot. The 200, the 500 is a little harder though. And other than like accomplishments, like there's not really much. Just same as I said earlier, I placed 6th in my 200 and 9th in my 500 last year.
So no trophies to show for the swim meets?
No trophies to show.
Well, what
is
your
medals though?
Couple medals. What's your favorite part about being on the swim team, Evan?
Just probably like the family kind of feeling of it. I mean, we're all like in it together, and we're there every morning, every afternoon. working hard, and it really brings us close together and a lot of fun to be on the team. I'm very lucky and privileged to be on a team with so many wonderful people.
Evan, swimming alongside such a good swimmer, Jacob Simpson, how does that feel, learning from him and making a new way for yourself?
Jacob's a wonderful swimmer, and I respect him immensely, but he really doesn't do distance, and so I can't really learn a ton from him because it's a lot different in how both of us strategize and work out. Even we do different sets. So, but he's a very fun person to be around, and I'm lucky to have him on my team and to be around him.
Maybe not learning so much from Jacob Simpson, but who have you learned from during the distance swimming?
A lot from my sister, who graduated a couple years ago. I model most of my strategize off of how she does it, and she still does it in college. And I just mostly modeled that off my freshman year, and then I've just kind of gone along with my own thing throughout my sophomore and junior year.
All right, Evan, thank you. That's all the time I have for the halftime interview here on 91.7 WEEM.
Hi, my name is Layla Reef. I'm the director of the social media department here at Wayne, and we have 5 different social media platforms that we're on. So my job is to manage all of the content that we're posting and overview the staff and kind of help them out with whatever they're working on.
To combine the sports and social media department, I work on game day promos you see on our social media, and I also do interviews.
My favorite thing about being in the social media department is working on the various projects that go towards our social media pages.
I go down onto the courts and fields and get videos of all of our players playing their games and then compile them into a highlight video for our Instagram.
Social media is definitely something I see myself doing in the future just because I love what I do.
.917 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
Hey, how are you doing today? Thanks for doing this interview today. We're going to go into the production room. Go ahead and sit down. This won't take long, just a few questions. Ready? Welcome to Wing Weekly. I'm your host, Emily Pulley, and today we have the mascot with us. So starting off today, what animal are you? You're not really answering my questions, but let's keep going. Do you enjoy being the mascot? Are you even going to be able to answer any of my questions? What's the point of this interview anyway? Get out.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
They need to kind of replicate that, play very hard, get in the passing lanes, play very hard in the post, because that's kind of how Ada got her 6 points. They just kind of were able to float it into her, and, with her being 6'3", it helps that she's able to just, kind of lay it in. But I think if they get more aggressive, I think this could definitely be a very different ball game.
Yeah.
As the Lady Indians will start with the ball coming out of half. Starts to pass it in to Douglas. She'll be defended by Baldwin. Gets it to Starks. Defended by Jones. Starting 5, back out for Pendleton Heights, and Jones, Baldwin, and a steal quickly by Olivia Jones. They say it tipped off of Casey Warfel and will stay with Anderson. I mentioned there Baldwin, Jones, Warfel, Perry, and Hupper back on the floor for Pendleton Heights. Starts to pass it in once again. Goes to Kennedy Brown. She's kind of a lethal shooter, so you don't want to leave her open there on the wing. Hupper defending Scott. Gets it to Douglas. Now to Brown. Brown drives. The hook shot. It's good for Kennedy Brown. She now has 8. Baldwin to bring the ball up. Defended in the front court by Brown. Gets by her. Finds Jones on the wing. Makes a move. Steps back. 3. Olivia Jones continues her tear. Has 16 now. And I guess, usually coming out of half, scoring kind of slows down from the leading scorers. But for Olivia Jones, 1 for 1 now in the second half from 3. As Douglas gets the ball from Starks. Defended by Baldwin on the wing. Gets a screen from Foster. Her shot blocked by Hupfer, but a foul. Ada Hupfer, that'll be her first of the game. Team's first of the quarter. So Douglas will go to line for 2.
Yeah, definitely a tough call to make from up here, but maybe as the ref saw it, Ada Hupfer maybe tipped her finger a little bit. Maybe, made some contact on that hand, but either way, it was good defensive effort there by Ada Hupfer.
Douglas makes that one. Now has 7 on the evening. Looking for her 8th point. And gets it. She now has 8. Perry, the inbound to Baldwin. Defended by Foster now. Hupper wanting the ball. As they're kind of switching to a close man defense now for Coach Adams. Baldwin trying to find J.C. Warfel. Gets it to her. Drives. Blocking foul by Starks. That'll be Starks' second.
Yeah, what you didn't see down below there, Olivia Jones was trying to get that ball in through the inbound. And it looks like Kennedy Brown, the defender on her, is just full on pressing her up and down the court, not letting her, get a touch on that ball. So I think Coach Rogers needs to make, maybe some plays to get her open, or maybe Olivia Jones is just going to slow down a little bit on the offense. But it's all right, as we have Casey Warfel, knocks down her first one at the line.
Yeah, she's now 1 for 1, has 6 points now on the evening. Usually she's got about 10 points coming in a half, but she's kind of been slowed down so far in this one by Anderson, as the second one's up and in for her. She has 7. Now is the second leading scorer for Pendleton Heights behind Jones. Douglas with it, crosses over, gets by Baldwin. Finds Starks, low wing 3. It's up and it's in for Starks. She now has 5. Baldwin gets the inbound. Drives past Starks. Double team. And they call it travel. I guess couldn't really get both of her feet set. Will be a turnover in Anderson High School ball. Starks to pass it in. Goes to Brown off the inbound. Defended by Warfel. Drives. Layup won't fall. Lead Pendleton Heights basketball. They say tipped out by Foster. Olivia Jones to inbound. Crosses the court to Warfel. Is wide open. Over Douglas, but was blocked. Hupper in the post. Layup won't fall, but a foul on the way up. Foul goes on Harrison. That'll be her first. Team's second. As Hupfer at the line. That one won't fall. Rebound by Harrison. Now Douglas with it. Crosses the timeline. Defended by Baldwin. Goes to Starks. Defended by Jones. She'll drive. The layup won't fall. Rebound by the 6'3 Hupfer. Gives it to Casey Warfel. Euro step layup. No good. It said rebounds tipped out by Hupfer. Will be Anderson Lady Indians basketball. Kennedy Brown gets the inbound. Defended by Warfel. Stops, pops from the wing. 3. No good. Rebound by Foster was saved, but Olivia Jones came away with it. Nearly stolen by Douglas. Casey Warfel, a mid-range jumper. Stop, pop, no good. Rebound, Ada Hupfer. It's good. She now has 8. And a steal by Olivia Jones. Now 18 for Olivia Jones.
Yeah, Olivia Jones really showing her hustle here.
Douglas gets the inbound from Brown. Crosses the timeline, defended by Baldwin. Trying to orchestrate some offense. Still defended by Baldwin. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finds Starks in the corner. 3. It's up. No good. Rebound, Casey Warfel. Out ahead. Stops. Tries to spin around. Layup, no good. Rebound, Hupfer, no good. Rebound, Hupfer again, no good. But fouled on the way up, so she will go to the line for 2 more.
Yeah, and for Casey Warfel offensively, she does have, 6 points on the night. Obviously not her top scoring game here, but Anderson's defense is definitely something to credit. Casey Warfel, her offensive play style, she likes to drive inside, use her speed and her Euro steps and her spin moves inside to get those easy layups. But tonight, Anderson's defense is kind of just sticking it down in the paint, playing hands-up defense. And for Casey Warfel, especially with all those defenders in there, it's not going pretty easy for her tonight, but I'm sure we'll see an adjustment here soon, hopefully.
As Hupfer makes her first one, as Baldwin and Jones will take a seat, and Morrison and Roberts will make their return for Pendleton Heights. And as Hupfer, the second one is up, no good. Rebound Scott, she makes a return with Hampton for Anderson, also with Simmons. Douglas drives past Trout, the layup, no good, but a foul. Say she will go to the line for 2. Foul will go on Trout. That'll be her first. Team's second.
Line shooting 2, Gabby Douglas.
Gabby Douglas has 8, nearing the 12-point mark for her, which is her average. First one's up and no good. She's about 2 for 5 here on the evening from the free throw line. As this one is up and in, she's now perfect, or split 50% from the line. On that one, has 9 points. Roberts, double teamed, gets it to Trout, finds a back cutting Warfel, but nearly stolen by an Indian. They say will go out. Last touch by Douglas and will be Pendleton Heights basketball.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad pass inside there, or at least an attempt by Mandy Trout, but it looks like Casey Warfel was just too much behind her defender. There, the pass got tipped, but here the Arabians trying again on offense.
And Casey Warfel, her shot won't fall. It's rebounded by Hupfer, but missed that one. There's a miscommunication there and another turnover. It starts on the other end. Wide open layup for her. She now has 7. And Roberts crosses the timeline now for Pendleton Heights. Trying to get it to someone. Gets it to Warfel, nearly stolen by Douglas. Casey Warfel stops, pops, mid-range jumper. Won't fall. Rebound by Scott, and I guess you could say Casey Warfel kind of in a slump here tonight. Yeah. Scott loses her dribble and will be a turnover and will be Pendleton Heights basketball. 3:24 left here in the third, 41-27. Aubrey Warfel comes in for her sister Casey. And something we're not used to seeing from Casey Warfel. Only 7 points here this evening.
I mean, yeah, Michael, but you have to account. We were just on Christmas break for a little bit. I'm sure, they had practices over the break, but everybody has their off day. And unfortunately for Casey Warfel, tonight's her night. But
Aubrey Warfel finds the wide open Michaela Morrison off the... And now has 2 with that shot. 43-27 now a score. 16-point lead for Pendleton Heights.
Yeah.
Douglas with it. Defended by Aubrey Warfel. Gets a screen from Burnley. Now to Simmons. Now to Starks on the wing. Starks will drive. Layup won't fall. But a foul on Pendleton Heights. Foul goes on Roberts. Her third.
yeah, and for the Arabians at the scorers table, ready to get checked in. We see Olivia Jones and Skylar Baldwin there.
And Coach Rogers really trying to find some way to score. His Starks, that one is up and in. She now has 8.
Yeah, we've got the leading scorer for tonight, Olivia Jones. And then we have the, hustle defender and Skylar Baldwin there. So definitely something, at least I would expect something is, going to get started here for the Lady Arabians.
We're going to take a quick 10-second break for the station's identification on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Broadcasting from the WEEM studios, underwritten by Community Hospital Anderson, this is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM Pendleton.
Welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School as Skylar Baldwin quickly fouled by Starks. That'll be Starks' third. Team's fourth of the quarter. Roberts to inbound and a quick substitution. Brown will come in for Simmons. As I said, Roberts to inbound. Goes to Olivia Jones, and Olivia Jones, the basket's good. She has 20 here this evening.
Yeah, she just got the odds on her side tonight.
And Douglas quickly on the other end, no good. Rebound by Skylar Baldwin. Aubrey Warfel, the Euro step, the layup, no good. Rebounded by Harrison. And her pass to Brown nearly goes out of bounds, but saved. Kennedy Brown pulls up 3. No good. Rebound by Jones, but a foul on Harrison. It'll be her third.
Yeah, and for the Anderson offense, kind of just walk down the court and pray for that three-pointer to go in there by Kennedy Brown. As I was saying before the break, for the Anderson offense to really just step into this game, maybe get a more comfortable, come into a more comfortable deficit, maybe even try to get back into this game or even tie it. I don't think that offensive mindset is really going to do anything for them.
As that was the team's 5th of the quarter, so that will put them in the bonus. Olivia Jones will go to the line for 2. That one's up and in. She now has 21.
Yeah.
And definitely the leading scorer here for both teams. So far, she's 5 for 5 on the evening from the line. Now 6 for 6. Now has 22. Douglas gets the inbound. Up the court quick. Finds Starks in the corner. Drive. Fouled on the way up. So she'll go to line for 2 now. That'll be fouled by Roberts. That'll be Roberts' 4th. Team's 4th of the quarter.
Yeah.
So Anderson almost in the bonus as well.
Looks like Emma Roberts is aware, though. As she signaled to Coach Rogers over on the sideline.
Starks
put up
now.
her 4 fingers.
Yeah, Starks now with 9, and Coach Rogers pulling Roberts now and bringing in Mamie Trout. Second one is up and in for Starks. She now has 10. As Jones comes in. She came in for Starks. Jones did. So Olivia Jones now to inbound the ball. Gets it to Casey Warfel. She came in for Michaela Morrison. Somehow finds Bree Perry. Now to Mamie Trout on the low wing. Up, three's up and away, but no good. Rebound by Jones of Anderson. And timeout quickly called by Coach Adams of Anderson. 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. 47-31's the score. Minute 43 left here in the third. Here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I can't listen to 91.7 WEEM because I'm not in my car.
Well, don't you fear. Our app is here.
Tired of not being able to listen to Pendleton's best radio station, 91.7 WEEM, anywhere and everywhere? Try out our app. With the 91.7 WEEM app, you get the best hits. Our station now goes where our listeners go. Find 91.7 WEEM in app stores today. Available for Apple and Android.
Thank you so much for telling me about the 91.7 WEEM app, found in Apple and Android app stores.
Joe Buck Court here for this first round of the Madison County tournament matchup between your Pendletonites Lady Ravens and the Anderson Lady Indians. Pendletonites leads 47-31, a 16-point lead for Pendleton Heights. I believe this is the biggest lead of the evening.
Yeah, I think so too, Michael.
Olivia Jones, 22, has 22, 2 points away from tying her career high on the season. Minute 43 left here in the third. As Anderson will have the ball coming out of the timeout break. As Douglas will inbound it to Kennedy Brown.
Looks like they're going to let the ball roll here, try to save some of that time on the clock.
As Brown picks it up now, defended by Jones. Gets the screen from Harrison. Double team kind of on the wing. Now gets it to Scott in the corner. Gets trapped by Baldwin and Trout. Somehow gets through it. Finds Douglas. Cross court to corner for Starks. Her wide open three won't fall. Rebound Casey Warfel. She's going to try to hurry up down the court. Dribbling through a couple defenders. Scoop layup won't fall. Fouled by Harrison.
Casey Warfel now trying to find her spot inside that paint. Trying to break that lead open just a little bit more.
Harrison now has 4 fouls. 6th team foul of the quarter. Casey Warfel at the line. That one's up and in. She now has 8. It's 3 for 3 so far. As Austin comes in now for Harrison. Casey Warfel, 3 for 3, as I mentioned there on the evening from the line. Misses that one. Rebounded by Scott. Gives it to Douglas. Douglas quickly up the court. Dribbles through Arabian defenders. Layup won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Scott comes away with it. Puts it back up and in. And it's good for Scott. She now has 4. We'll go to the line for one more. Foul goes on Olivia Jones. That'll be her first. Team's 5th of the quarter, so that puts Anderson now in the bonus. As Jones comes in for Starks now for Anderson. So kind of a smaller 5 on the floor for Coach Rogers and Lady Ravens. Yeah. Scott misses a free throw. Rebounded by Olivia Jones. I guess she'll just take the ball up by herself, trying to work on Jones. Floats it to Perry in the corner. Now finds Baldwin on the wing for 3. No good. Rebounded by Austin. Now Jones stolen away by Casey Warfel, but loses it out of bounds. Will be Anderson ball. As Starks comes in.
Yeah, Casey Warfel kind of showing some emotion on the court. Looks like she's a little bit in her head, but for Casey Warfel, you know, she's averaging 24, 25 on the season so far, and almost, you know, obviously almost every game. So with her having 8 points here tonight in the first round of sectionals, in the third quarter to say that as well, I'm sure she's, you know, feeling herself down a little bit.
And Scott's layup won't fall. Rebound by Olivia Jones. Got it to Baldwin. Now Casey Warfel with it on the other end. Gets a shot up. Won't fall. Gets her own rebound, though. And an offensive foul is called on Casey Warfel. That'll be her third. team's 6th of the quarter.
Yeah, her shots just aren't falling for her tonight.
As I believe it should be 2 shots, but I guess the referees won't. Maybe because it's an offensive foul, but Douglas gets the inbound from Starks. As an offensive foul now, as Douglas runs through Perry. That'll be Douglas's 3rd, 7th.
Yeah, it looks like Bree Perry got hit a little bit in the chin there. She subs out.
A little shaken up, but she said she's fine, but Hupper comes in for her kind of quickly, trying to get some size in. Olivia Jones gets it to Trout. Back to Jones. Now Trout has it, nearly lost by Jones. Gets it to Jones somehow, layup. It's good for Olivia Jones, has 24 plus a foul, and we go to line for one more.
Yeah, great pass there by Mamie Trout. You do have to credit that as well. She was trapped, in that right wing, right corner. Found the cutter inside, which happened to be Olivia Jones. She drives in for the layup and +1. Hopefully if she makes this free throw here.
As Jones with the foul on, Olivia Jones. That'll be her first, team's 7th, 8th. As Olivia Jones, 25 here this evening. Highest scoring game for Olivia Jones this season comes in the first round of the Madison County Tournament. Douglas quickly in to, I believe, Austin. Blocked by Hupfer. Casey Warfel now on the fast break. Loses it. And they call a foul on Casey Warfel on the steal by Brown. It'll be Casey's 4th. Team 7th, and now her younger sister Aubrey will come into the game. 51-33, your score here in the 3rd. 2.2 seconds left. As Kennedy Brown will go to the line. She was the one that was fouled. And both teams are in the bonus here in this 3rd quarter. Brown, that one on the way. It's good for her. She now has 9. Zion Jones comes in for Starks. 51-34, 2.2 left here in the 3rd. As that one is up, won't fall. Rebound Olivia Jones. As that will do it here for the 3rd quarter. Your score after 3, 51-34. Pendleton Heights leads the Lady Indians. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, the 4th quarter on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Every sport, every student athlete, every day. Let's champion what we believe in, like learning, like character, like integrity. If you support the mission of high school sports and the life lessons they teach, then buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events. Join us in being a champion of high school sports.
This is what we do. This is what we believe. This is your IHSAA.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as Pendleton Heights gets the ball out of the break. Olivia Jones nearly stolen by, I believe that was Austin, but Trout recovers it. Now Baldwin with it, defended by Brown on the wing. Crosses over. Now gets it to Olivia Jones. Defended closely by Austin. Drives. Gets it to Trout on the wing. Now to Baldwin in the corner. Trying for her third three-point attempt. Won't fall. Rebound Hupfer. Shots on the way, but fouled on her way up. So she'll go to the line for 2 more.
Yeah, good way to crush those boards offensively for the Arabians. We saw Olivia Jones. She saw the shot go up. She tried to tip it, back to herself, but fortunately it went to Ada Hupfer there for the rebound, and she puts it back up and gets her way to the line, potentially for 2 more points as well.
And Hupfer misses that one. Foul goes on Scott. That'll be her first in the game. And Starks will come in for Jones. And Harrison will come in for Austin. Coach Adams trying to put out some great, better defenders on the court for this last quarter as Hupfer sinks that one. She now has 10. Brown goes to Scott. Now to Douglas. She's up by the rings. Trying to set up some offense. Goes to Starks. As they kind of set up for a play. A lot of moving. Drives. Floats one up. Airballs it. Rebounds tipped by the younger Warfel sister Aubrey. Go out of bounds. Will stay with the Lady Indians. Timeout by Coach Joe Adams. 30-second timeout. Your score going into this break, 52-34. Pendleton Heights still leads on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the Arabian Sports Network is underwritten by Dr. Dannerite's Dental Studio, offering dental care for
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
The Indians will get the ball coming out of the timeout break. Starks goes into Scott off the inbound. Now to Brown. Driving past Trout. Her shot, no good, but a foul on the way up. So she'll go to line for 2 more. Foul goes on Trout.
Yeah.
First, second. Team's first of the quarter.
Kennedy Brown up to 9 points tonight so far. But again, a potential for 2 more here at the free throw line.
This first one's up and in for her. She has 10. Morrison comes in for Aubrey Warfel. And Zion Jones comes in for Jason Starks for Anderson. Kennedy Brown had 1 trip earlier, went 1 for 2 on that one. Trying to cash in on this second one. Can't. She's now 2 for 4. Scott comes away with the rebound. Layup hits up and in for Scott. She has 6. Olivia Jones goes into Skylar Baldwin off the inbound. Defended by Jones heavily. Gets it to Trout. Defended by Brown. Working on Kennedy Brown. It's Mamie Trout. Gives it to Olivia Jones. She gets a screen from Hupfer. Now hand off to Skylar Baldwin. Dumps it off Michaela Morrison in the corner, but drives instead. Now kicks it to Skylar Baldwin. Gives it to Hupfer. Fouled by Douglas. Her 4th. Team's second or quarter.
Yeah, as Ada Hupfer caught the ball, Olivia Jones was wrapping around from that off-ball screen, trying to get to the other side. Olivia Jones' defender did reach on Ada Hupfer there, causing the foul.
So Ada Hupfer gets the inbound. Shots up and in. No foul. They say a clean block. Douglas comes away with the rebound. She'll drive. Layup. Hits good for Douglas. She has 11 now. Ball travels out of bounds. Will be Anderson ball off the turnover by Pendleton Heights. Starks comes in for Jones.
Yeah, Michael, 6 minutes left here in this 4th quarter. The Lady Indians down, not by too many points, but, with 6 minutes left to go.
13 points, it's manageable with 6:02 left. So,
it's definitely a shot here.
And in the first round of county, anything's possible. And this could be a very big statement if Anderson wins this one. Starch got the inbound from Douglas. Now gives it back to Douglas. Trying to set up some offense. Gabby Douglas kind of holding this ball now. Working on Baldwin. Just kind of hanging up there by the half-court line. Crosses over, loses her dribble, and will go out of bounds. Will be Pendleton Heights basketball off the turnover by Douglas.
Yeah, just bounced it right off her foot. Trying to drive the left. Turnover there. But fortunately for the Arabians, it means ball's back in their possession. Hopefully they can make something happen here to, expand that lead and cut down the hopes that the Lady Indians do have to pull this one out tonight.
Zion Jones comes back in for the Lady Indians. Trout goes into Hupfer off the inbound. Now to Morrison. Michaela Morrison with it. Hands it off to Mamie Trout. She'll drive. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound. Skylar Baldwin gets it to Michaela Morrison. Now to Olivia Jones. Loses her dribble out of bounds. It'll be another turnover. 52-39 the score still. Starch comes in. Now Roberts comes in for Baldwin. Starch came in for Jones for Anderson.
Yeah, it looks like that one could have been saved there by Olivia Jones, but she just stopped the effort, trying to go for the ball and roll out of bounds. Now it's the Lady Indians trying to come down the court, make something happen here on offense.
Douglas goes to Brown on the wing. She'll drive, blocked by Hupfer. It's Douglas, mid-range jumper. It's good for her. She has 13.
Yeah, it looks like Ada Hupfer jammed her finger there.
Olivia Jones quickly up the court. Layup. It's good. It's 27. Timeout called by Coach Rogers. It will be a full timeout. We're going to take it with him. 54-41 the score. 4:57 left here in the fourth. Pendleton Heights leads here on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the Arabian.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court for the rest of this fourth quarter. Just a little under 5 minutes left here as we're still in the timeout. Olivia Jones, 27 points, her highest scoring game of her high school career. Playing very well. Kind of a small five on the court. Perry, Morrison, Trout, Roberts, and Jones on the court for Pendleton Heights. Then Douglas, Starks, Scott, Harrison, and Brown for Anderson. Coach Rogers kind of telling them to stay back, kind of play a man defense, as he doesn't want to give them kind of a free lane to the basket. Douglas with it, defended by Jones. Trying to set up some offense. Douglas works past Jones. Layup. And an offensive foul, as that'll be Douglas's fifth. And she will be done for the night. Team's third. Zion Jones is about to come in for Gabby Douglas. It's full court press shown here by Coach Adams. Yeah. Trout goes into Roberts off the inbound. Her pass to Morrison stolen away, I believe Harrison, as Brown chucks up a three. No good. Rebound Olivia Jones. Saves it from going out of bounds to Trout. Maybe Trout now. Finds Roberts. She's going to step up, pop a three. It's good. Emma Roberts with 3 points now.
Yeah, I was just going to say before that shot went up, I would think the Arabians, ball, try to hold the possession, take off as much time as they can, as we're just about to be under 4 minutes here. But Emma Roberts had the open shot and took it, knocked it down for the 3 points.
As Starks fouled on the way up. She got it to fall, though. She has 12. Foul goes on Morrison. That'll be her second. Team's second of the quarter. Starks will go to the line for one. She has 12 here tonight. But this one can tie for the leading scorer on the evening with Douglas. She does. Morrison quickly into Mamie Trout. Working on Brown in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline. Gives it to Olivia Jones. Defended by Scott. Olivia Jones, 27 on the evening. Working against Scott. Gives it to Roberts now. She's defended by Zion Jones. Kind of holding her dribble. Kind of trying to dribble out this clock. 3:28 and counting left here in the fourth. Roberts picks up her dribble, finds Olivia Jones. Kind of toying with the Lady Indians right now. Olivia Jones, double team now by Harrison and Scott. Gives it to Perry. As Emma Roberts just kind of holding it. Hands it off to Trout, defended by Harrison. And a foul on Harrison, as I believe that's her fifth, and she'll be done as well.
Yeah, sure enough, is her fifth. It's 2 players now for the Lady Indians that have been fouled out tonight. This really shows the offensive aggressiveness here for your Arabians.
Jones and Harrison will come out, as Wilson and Austin will come in, and Aubrey Warfel will come in for Mamie Trout. Emma Roberts to pass the ball in. 2:57 left here in the fourth. Pendleton Knights leads 57-44. Roberts goes into Olivia Jones. Scott defending. Gives it to Roberts. Nearly loses her dribble, but recovers it. Defended by Austin. Gives it to Morrison, but it goes off of her knee. They say last touch by her, and will be the Lady Indians basketball. Timeout called by Coach Rogers. We're going to stick with you guys right now. 2:45 left here in the fourth. Pendleton Heights leads by 14, 57-44 over the Lady Indians. And this is the first round of counting, so you expect close games like this. But Aiden, in this moment, what do you do with Anderson playing very hard defense?
Honestly, for Anderson, they obviously have to try to get back into this game. They have 2 minutes, 45 seconds. The Arabians, once they get on offense, they could just hold that ball for as long as they want. So if I'm Anderson, I'm obviously going to try to trap, maybe set up a zone of some sort, maybe full-court press just to try to get some steals or maybe even some lucky turnovers. But for the Arabians, I would just keep holding the ball. More so, I would hold it out on the perimeter so defenders can't collapse on the inside, maybe try to poke that ball loose, get a turnover like I said. For the Arabians, the lineup they have out there now, they have Olivia Jones, they have Bree Perry, Michaela Morrison, Aubrey Warfel, and Emma Roberts. So they have the defense, they have the three-point shooting. Obviously, they don't have the height, but I would just stick with what they're doing right now, to be honest.
Starts with it, drives, layup won't fall. Rebound tipped by Aubrey Warfel. Go out of bounds, will stay with Anderson. Shoot 18 seconds. Is it? No, it's 8 seconds off the clock there. No, maybe it is 18.
Yeah, I think it was 18.
I can't do math right now. Starts to inbound the ball, gets it to Scott. Pulls up mid-range jumper over Perry. Won't fall. Rebound Aubrey Warfel. She's now working up the court. Stolen by Starks. On the fast break, Starks' layup. It's good for her. 15. Jones gets it to Roberts. Back to Jones here in the full court. Then by Starks. Works past her. Breaks the full court press. Goes to Aubrey Warfel. Defended closely by Starks. There's a foul. It'll be her fourth.
Yeah, it looks like Anderson, as I said before, kind of trapping the ball in there. Unfortunately for Anderson, they did foul, so a chance for the Arabians to go to the line, get those extra 2 points. Aubrey Warfel got tripped up there as she was dribbling the ball over to the right side, trying to melt that clock down a little bit more.
That one won't fall for her. I kind of feel like she tried to sell that foul a little too much.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
But I mean, this late in the game, I feel like you kind of have to try to
exactly
get there,
pull that lead more further apart. She was shaking her hand when she, after that shot there, maybe when she came down, maybe landed weird on her finger. Missed that first one, but we'll see how the second one goes.
Roberts coming out, Trout coming in. I think Coach Rogers trying to get people in with like 1, 2, maybe 0 fouls in the game. Roberts has 4. And Warfel has 4. Neither of them are on the floor. That's Casey Warfel, not Aubrey Warfel. Well, she gets the second one to fall. She now has 3 on the evening. Kennedy Brown to bring the ball up. Clock has not started.
Yeah, it looks like the ref noticed that, trying to resume the clock there. Going to inbound from the left side, right near the scorer's table.
Yeah. Simmons to pass the ball in for Anderson. Goes to Starks. Minute 48 and counting now here in the fourth. Starks goes past Morrison. Layup won't fall. Rebound tipped out by Scott. It's Olivia Jones to inbound the ball. Roberts comes in for Aubrey Warfel. Austin and Jones to come in for Anderson. Olivia Jones goes in on Emma Roberts. Nearly turns it over. A minute 30 now left here in the fourth. Ball goes off of Olivia Jones' foot. Timeout called by Coach Adams of Anderson.
Timeout.
Trying to keep possession.
Called by Anderson. It's a goal timeout.
Yeah, a minute 30 seconds left. You're down by 14. Michael, I'm going to ask you this time, if you're Anderson, what do you do in this moment?
Because I ask everyone that.
Yeah.
I ask everyone. Well, for me, if I'm coaching and I'm down by, what is that, 12? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 12, you're right.
If I'm down by 12, I need scoring. I put in my best, that's 4 threes or 6 layups. You put in your best scorers offensively. Then, defensively, if you can, make a substitution, put in your best defensive players.
Right.
Play good defense, try to force some turnovers, get some steals, maybe block some shots if they try to put up a shot, which I don't think Pendleton Heights will.
No.
So I think if you're Coach Joe Adams, you're 5-10, and this is the first round of the county. You want to make a statement, say we're gonna knock off the best team in the county. So this is what we're gonna do, and you got to play good defense without fouling.
Yeah, and you also have to remember Pendleton Heights does not have a timeout here, so that's just another thing to keep in mind.
Anderson had a timeout. Pendleton Heights won.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I read that wrong. So that means
you're out of timeout, so you really you cannot waste any clock. So that means you inbound the ball, you just got to kind of let it roll because they're not going to full court press. Well, Wilson inbounds the ball, goes to Simmons. Minute 20 left here. Counting. Goes to Brown. Have to get up a shot. Starks. Spin move. Jumper. Won't fall. Rebound Perry. Gives it to Jones. Minute 5 and counting left here in the fourth. Olivia Jones drives. Layup. It's good. 29. Emma Wilson with it now. Goes to Brown. Puts up a 3. No good. They say rebound goes out off Perry. We stay with Anderson. Substitution as Roberts will come out and Aubrey Warfel will come in.
Yeah, pretty good of a chance for Olivia Jones to hit 30 here tonight too, Michael.
Starts with it. Foul on the floor by Morrison. Jenna Morrison will have 3. Team's third of the quarter. This crowd really starting to fill out now.
Yeah.
As there is the boys game after this. Emma Wilson with it, off the inbound from Starks. You have to get a shot up. A near steal by Aubrey Warfel as she does get the steal. As Mamie Trout with it, working on Simmons. And fouled. So Trout will go to the line for 2. Foul goes on Brown. Her first, team's, I believe, 7th, I think. Coach Rogers putting in Chloe Jones, Avery Miller, and Grace Fisher. Trout makes the first. She's 3 now. As Olivia Jones, Bree Perry, and Michaela Morrison will come out. 61-46, 29 left here in the fourth. As Trout, the second one, is up and in. She has 4. As Coach Rogers emptying the end of his bench. As Brown pulls up mid-range J. No good. Rebound by Grace Fisher. Gives it to Mamie Trout. Double team in the backcourt. Manages to get it all the way up. Gets it to Grace Fisher. Stolen by Starks. As her layup on the other end, no good. Rebound by Aubrey Warfel. And that will do it for the game. Your final, Pendleton Heights 62. Anderson Lady Indians 46. As we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, a quick post-game show, and then right after that will be the pregame show for the boys game. We're listening to the Arabian Sports Network 91.7.